just got a comment from someone on one of my posts that said, I'm really starting to feel uncomfortable with all of this. It just seems like, God is going to give you what God gives you, and trying to force more good things or more abundance that comes, to come into your life just seems evil. And because she was getting uncomfortable and because she voiced that she was uncomfortable with my content and my teachings, of course, I just simply removed her so that she doesn't have to continue to feel uncomfortable. But it did bring up an interesting point where there's a lot of conditioning and programming around feeling like if you ask for more, you're ungrateful. If you intentionally call in more love, wealth, abundance, happiness, health, joy, whatever into your life, instead of just accepting what the universe gives you automatically, there's something wrong with you, or you are conjuring things that don't belong to you, or forcing things to come into your life that God didn't give to you, which is just a falsehood. It's just not true. And so if you have been feeling confusion around this, or wondering if this is even something that you quote unquote should be doing as a human, let me just remind you that you are here to co-create with the universe, with God. Any religion or any belief system or any teaching that tells you that you're not allowed to ask for more, or you should just shut the fuck up and be grateful for what you're already given, or you choosing to intentionally work on yourself or call in more beautiful things, or tune yourself to become a vibrational match for more wealth to come in. Anybody that tells you that that's evil, in my opinion, is simply operating from a place of distortion and is trying to keep you in a scarcity and lack mindset where you basically just have to take whatever the fuck life gives you. You can't be intentional with crafting and creating your dream life. And I just don't believe that that's what God wants for us. I do genuinely believe that God wants to co-create with us, that God wants you to raise your hand and ask for more, that God wants you to, yes, of course, be grateful for the things that they have already given you. But if you know that you're meant for more, ask for more. There is a certain point where you just have to get to where you declare and decree that certain things come into your life, where you use the power of your tongue to allow things to materialize and drop in. And especially because the way that I teach people, my clients, how to do this is by healing yourself, by starting with yourself and clearing out anything that may be stopping you, slowing you down, holding you back. Nothing in my mind is evil about genuinely loving yourself so much that you choose to drop the things from your life, from your energy field, from your body, from your mind, from your soul, that aren't in alignment, that are keeping you in dissonance, in separation from your highest self. There's nothing godly about choosing to live in a place of poverty or allowing life to just happen to you, allowing something outside of yourself to dictate the way that you're living your life, or to dictate how much love or wealth or abundance or health or happiness that you experience. There's nothing godly about that to me. I believe that God put us here to experience sovereignty, to experience joy and wealth and abundance and overflow and all the beautiful things that life has to offer. But we also live in a universe and in a time where the collective conscious of our planet is really, really low right now. And there are a lot of low vibrational entities and beings that do things that harm other people. And unfortunately, good people are affected by that. I was on a training call with one of my coaches the other day, and she said, the lower vibrational entities and beings are working overtime to make sure that the world and the collective and the humanity stays in as much darkness and oppression as possible. So you as light workers, you as someone who is trying to manifest goodness and wealth and abundance and love, is going to also have to work overtime to negate all the things that are consistently swirling in the collective. So unfortunately, the way that I see it is, if you're just allowing things to fall into your life and you're not being intentional with what you're calling in, you're gonna get shit. You're gonna get the crumbs. You're gonna get the bare minimum, or you're going to just allow things to happen to you, allow yourself to continue to be operating on these lower vibrational timelines where things continue to not work out for you. So yeah, I do believe there does get to a point where you have to say enough. I'm not available anymore for lower vibrational experiences. I'm not available for poverty anymore. I'm not available for disrespect anymore. I'm not available for people taking advantage of me anymore. I'm not available for the bare minimum. I'm intentionally declaring and decreeing and calling in overflow and wealth and abundance. That is not evil. That is sovereignty. And nothing is more holy than that. If this resonates and you're ready to do the work, as always, I'm going to link a beautiful healing resource in the caption. And if you're uncomfortable with the things that I say and my teachings, you are more than welcome to click the unfollow button. I promise you it's not going to hurt my feelings. I promise you it's not going to hurt my feelings. Because I'm here to uplift those that are ready and willing to be uplifted and pulled out of the muck and mire. I'm not here to convince you that what I'm saying is correct. You'll feel it in your spirit and your body if it resonates and if it's meant for you. And if it's not, then you can just exit gracefully. If you're uncomfortable and you feel like it's not in alignment, it's just not in resonance at this time, and that's okay.